What's up, guys? It's your boy MST Dijon here, bringing to you a different video. I keep saying this now and again, but yeah, trying to improve on my quality content that I'm providing. So today we're going to be reviewing a game called Warzone, made by Call of Duty, Activision, you know, all these people. Yeah, so uh, I think, or should I say, I know a little bit about battle royale games. I've played majority of them, even Fortnite. Yes, even Fortnite. I think Fortnite came out 2017, and by the end of the year, it was off my console because it felt like a kid's game. So I had to get rid of it. Then 2019 came, Apex came along, changed changed the whole battle royale scene. So Apex, fortunately and unfortunately, becomes the benchmark for battle royale game. Although Respawn is partnered with EA and EA gets a lot of bad rep, but for Apex, it's cool. The only thing I think that EA has a part of in Apex is the microtransactions, which they're famous for, and the servers. Trust me, it has to be the servers because it's shit, very shit. And by the way, I'm using some footage that I was a part of from Sin, or I call him Sin, but his channel name is the Gold Chain Gamers. If y'all want to subscribe to him, check out his content, sure to do so. One of the few, brothers in the community making content, gaming content for, for people to digest. You should come and check out his video sometime or his live stream. I'm normally there anywhere. Anyways, in the comment, or if he's playing like in this footage right now, sometimes I join him. Depends on the game. Anyways, okay, so Warzone review, pros and cons. Let me start with the cons first. In my opinion, the map is way too big. The map is way too big, and the player count, which is 150 players, it's way too big. They need to decrease the map size and the player count. That's way too big. Field of view. Now, I've heard that the field of view on Warzone is capped at 65. That's bad. That's really bad. You can only see so much on the screen. And since Apex is the benchmark for battle royale game, in my opinion, they done it better, where they gave you the option to customize your field of view, so you could have it zoomed in or you could have it zoomed out, so you have a broader horizon when playing. Weapon customization, there's none in Warzone. Literally none. Whatever the game gives you, that's it. When you have special drops, whatever how you customize your gun for the multiplayer, that's the exact thing they give you in the drops. You can't customize your weapons at all. You can't put on scopes, you can't put on muzzle, you can't put on like stocks. You can't do nothing. Whatever they give you, that's what you have to use. And I think they need to change that, because it's not cutting it. It's not cutting it whatsoever. They need to change that. Controller customization. Okay, when I say controller customization, I'm talking like sensitivity wise and button layout. Yeah, and button layout. For Apex Legends, you have two types, well, two to three types of sensitivity. It depends on how you're looking at it. You have the look around sensitivity, you have the aim down sight sensitivity slash optics sensitivity. So for each different optics, you can set its sensitivity so you could be more free, more mobile, whatever you want to call it. So they need to implement that into the game. Having one set sensitivity for looking and in ADS is it's not cutting. It's not cutting it at all, at all, at all. It's not cutting it. Squad leader. In Warzone, the squad leader is pointless. The only thing the squad leader can do is ping the location. On Apex, when you're the squad leader, the whole team jumps together to go to a particular destination. So I think they need to get rid of squad leader, because get rid of it or have it in a way like Apex, because battle royale games take from one another. So they need to implement that as well, because this squad leader stuff is very, very pointless. Okay, ping system now. At the beginning of Warzone, you had to use up on the D-pad to ping like where you're going, or if there's a target. You have to double press it to say that there's a target. That was foolish to begin with, but later on they changed it, and it's L1, just like Apex. Much better. You don't have to take your fingers off the L1 to press up on the D-pad. Whoever implemented that at first needs to resign, needs to get kicked out of the state, something. Thrown in what's the prison name? Guantanamo Bay. Yeah. The sound in Warzone is very ridiculous. You can be in one area, say for instance, you can be in New York, right? And you're hearing fighting going on, a lot of gunfire, I mean, sorry. And it's all the way in Los Angeles. That's how ridiculous the sound is in Warzone. When you think you're close to a fight, to third party them, you're actually not. You have to go some distance to find that fight you were hearing. The sound, they need to change it. They need to not even change, they need to fix the sound. I don't know, like all battle royale games, the ones that I've played so far, except for I think Fortnite, H1Z1, and PUBG. I think those have good footsteps, good sound in their game. But for Apex, they need to work on that a little bit. They've been making some improvements, but for Warzone, it's horrendous. It's very horrendous. Your teammates' footsteps sound like the enemy. So now and again you have to be like looking back or looking to left, looking to the right, just to make sure it's your teammate and not the enemy try to sneak up on you. You shouldn't be doing that in a battle royale game. You shouldn't be doing that. You should know your teammate footstep from an enemy footstep, and do what you have to do. Oh, just to further expound on the point about the the optic customization. As I was saying earlier, in Apex you can set individual sensitivities for your scope. So you can have like you have 1 to 10 times scope in Apex, and you can set like different sensitivity how you want them to swing when you're ADSing, if you understand what I mean. The parachuting slash skydiving in Warzone needs a lot of work. You can't really control your player like that. Like, okay, you're watching it right now on the screen, right? He's we set an area that we wanted to go. We can't glide to that area. It's like shooting you right down. You can't glide. When you use the parachute now, the parachute feels, I don't know, it feels real weird. I don't know how to say it. It feels real weird. You can't control it fully. You're not in 100% control of the parachute or when you're skydiving. See, several times he had to stop parachuting. Take it up, take it off, put it back on, take it off, put it back on, because it's so stupid. And yeah, Warzone has fall damage. Like Apex, you have zero fall damage. So I don't know. Maybe that. Bro, I just don't know. I just don't know. And as I said before, it's not all companies, all game developers need to make a battle royale game. Call of Duty need to stick to Call of Duty. Battle royale is not made for them to capitalize on. Their game structure is not suitable for battle royales. They did it in Black Ops 4, that was a fail. They do it here now, that's a fail. And I just have a wild guess that Call of Duty, they're running out of ideas. They're running out of ideas. I just have a strong feeling they're running out of ideas. Mantling or climbing seems to be the hardest thing in Warzone. Say for instance, you're trying to climb up a rock face. It's like chest high. You press X to go up, you will see the option, and it will not make you climb up the rock or go over a concrete slab or whatever. It's not responsive. I don't know what happened in the coding for the game, but it's just not doing what you want it to do. Certain things you can't climb, certain things you can climb, but it's not giving you the option to go over such object. I have no idea what's going on for this game whatsoever. Okay, so all those are the cons I have so far. Now to the pros. Cross-platform. That's a good thing in my books. You get to play against PC players, people on Xbox or aka Xbone with the replaceable batteries in the controller. I know y'all have to be shitting yourself right now during this quarantine. I hope the batteries last and you get to play during this epidemic. If not, RIP to the Xboners out there. RIP. Armor plates. I kind of like the armor plates, to be honest, and I wish Apex would put something similar to this with their shield cells or shield batteries. Everybody on Warzone applies the armor plates the same speed, and it's very quick. You could put on one by pressing triangle, or you could hold down triangle and just insert armor plates. That's a good thing in my books. That's a good thing, and it's very fast too. It's very fast. So Yeah, that's a good thing in my books. Yeah, self regeneration. That's in the multiplayer for Call of Duty. That's a Call of Duty type thing. You don't have to put on syringes or med kits like in Apex Legends. That's a good thing. Self regeneration. That's a good thing. I like that in this kind of game. I don't know how Apex would implement something like that, but it wouldn't really make sense for them to do it. I should say it wouldn't really make sense. Oh, the currency system in Warzone. I like it. I like it a lot to some extent. It's cool that you can buy plates, kill streaks, UAVs. The currency is good for those. But to bring back your player, I'm not really. To bring back your teammate, I'm not liking that. Because what if you don't have enough money? You try to go around the place, try to look for money. You can't. It doesn't make sense. You apply money to bring back a teammate. What they should do, since it's a army-based shooter, you collect your teammates' dog tags, right? And I don't know, like put it into the machine. It like scans the tag, and your teammate is back in the game. That I don't know. That might be a good idea or not. I don't know. The gulag. Okay, the gulag now is nice. It's like a second chance to get back into the game when you mess up. But it's random. The weapons they give you to 1v1 the opposition is random. So sometimes you might win, sometimes you might what did I say? Sometimes you might win, sometimes you might not. So you have to be um, um, strategic. You have to be strategic. Tongue twister right there. You have to be that way when you're 1v1 in the gulag. It's cool. Looting is very nice in Warzone, I must say. I like when you access a box, it spits out the loot. You get to take it up off the ground. When you kill somebody and yeah, when you kill off somebody completely, the loot is scattered all over the ground, easily to pick up. Not like in Apex where you have to access the person's box and scroll down and trying to take what you want and what you don't want, and that's bad. I would say that's bad when you have to go in the box and take what you want. They need to kind of change that because Warzone have it down pat. You spit out all the loot, you just run over what you want, it takes it up, put it in your inventory, and you're good. Also, there's no bag size. Or yeah, I don't think there's a bag in Warzone. Whatever bag you have, everybody have the same capacity to hold whatever they want in that bag. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool as well too. That's cool. Another cool thing, and the last cool thing on my list is the contracts. Like, say for instance, somebody has a bounty on their head. You could go and collect a contract and hunt down that person or hunt down the entire team to collect a bounty. That's very, very cool. I've been hunted several times in Warzone, but niggas know. You can't be pulling up on me like that, bruh. So nobody ever collected any bounty on me. But I have done it once. I collected a bounty once on a player, on the whole team actually. And it was quite cool. I got a lot of XP, I got a lot of cash from the contract and from the body. So that's kind of cool. All in all, Warzone. How should I rate Warzone? Warzone, it has a lot of things to improve on. a lot of things to improve on. It's not complete. Hence the reason why it's in beta form. So they have a lot of work to do on this. So to be honest, I'm gonna give Warzone a 4.5 out of 10. For one, it's a beta and it still needs work. Still needs a lot of work. It's very incomplete in many aspects. It's very incomplete. I'm giving it a 4 to 5 out of 10. 4.5 out of 10, sorry, for now. And probably later down in the year they will somehow improve on Warzone and I would adjust the rating later down. But for now, 4.5 out of 10. And as I said earlier up in the video, Apex is the benchmark for current battle royale games, and that's like a 7. So Warzone, you have ways to go. You have ways to go. One more thing I forget to say before I go. Activision, Call of Duty, whoever you are, you need to sort out this problem right here, right? It's saying can't download because there's not enough space on the hard drive. These updates are normally what, 10 gigs, right, for Call of Duty. This is how much space I have currently. I have 50 gigs free. Let me see if I can, let me move my stuff here. I have 50 gigs free, right? So that should be enough space for the game to update. Well, for some reason it's not. I don't know why. It's I think a bug in the game, between the game and the system itself. It's not collaborating well. So you guys need to fix that, because I have the space. It's just not, it is not a perfect communication between the game and the console, saying that and have it thinking that there's no space. So in order for me to get this game updated, I have to delete a game. I have to delete a game, let it update, and then re-download the game that I deleted, so I could have everything that I have on here right now, which is ridiculous. And they need to sort that out too, so that's also a con. Oh, by the way, salute to the Gold Chain Gamers for this piece of footage that I'm using here, because I don't have any Warzone footage on my PC or on my console, so I had to use footage from his channel right here. Scroll down. Can't I scroll down? Oh yeah, Gold Chain Gamers. His links will be in the description, so you can go and check him out. It's a cool dude. And yeah, Gold Chain Gamers. 10K subs. Let's run it up. Alright, I'm out.